Okay, so that's the red wheel of the restaurant of the Red Wheel, Restaurant u Czerwonego Kola, as you can see. This is Hastalska Church. I decided simply to go ahead, as the Americans say. Oh, there's some nice Prague emblems on the thingies on the floor. Even though it's not summer yet, it's actually, for your information, the 17th of March, so top of the evening to you, if there's an Irish person listening. It's St Patrick's Day, obviously, although I'm not particularly out to make much of a comment about that. I did send actually a good 100, I think, maybe more, maybe about 120 St Patrick's Day cards through Plaxo to anybody that I have in my Tap Plaxo base who looked Irish, or I knew was Irish, or who I knew had some interest in Irish matters. So working for Irish companies, or having ever told me that they were fans of Ireland or whatever, I just basically sent them. Plaxo.com's quite a good resource. It's not ideal, I have to say. There's a number of things which are a bit clunky about it, especially when you get quite a larger number of friends in there. But it's better than other things I've been able to find. And one of the things is it does have quite a nice selection, and it recently did a few more after I'd complained that they weren't upgrading them enough, and no doubt some other people have mentioned the same thing. I haven't actually been here. There's so much of a maze around this, there's looking back, around this area between Dlolcha, where I live, and the river. There's like a maze of old streets. You see the moon up there, it's nice, with old lamps and what have you. It's almost, well, because it's not the old square, it's going away from the old square, and it's a bit of a backwater. People, I think, don't really come here. They've got the plaster falling off the walls there. I don't think people come here as much as they might, and I'm just trying to just get a bit of variety into my usual walking, because that's basically what I'm doing again. I'm out right now. As you can see, I'm out. Basically doing nothing more or less than, well, I've been doing some language work. I got to the flat quite early, about Sunday. It's because I want to be here from the morning. I've got somebody to meet on Monday morning, so I came on the Sunday, and actually it was either come really late or come fairly early. There wasn't a really ideal time on flights, that's often the way. Umeleckie szklarstwie, which is artistic glasswork. Jiczka Tofal, I presume that's the name of a person, or partnership maybe. The other interesting thing about the roads here, we have been sort of parts of this before, this area. Here's Koji just coming into this bit here. Yeah, the interesting thing about it is the split level streets that tend to be in this area as we get towards the I mean, nobody would build this way now, so it's clear that we're talking about a really old area, just from the way the streets get split, and one is lower than the other, with railings in between. It has a certain atmosphere. The old tungsten light, which I think, judging from the screen, you can get the impression of that it's sort of yellowish, goldenish. It's casting a certain pattern on it, and you can still see that there's some snow unmelted, although I would say that it's plus. It's yes, I would say that that's it's actually above zero slightly, but that's still just holding for the time being, melting very slowly in the air. And yeah, what I was about to say was that I'm obviously I've got various walking targets. That's what I'm doing. I came home, I came to the flat quite early. So I first of all did a bit of language work. I've got 2 gold lists in this bag here, one checked one and one Thai one, and that's right at the beginning, by the way, before anybody starts giving me a lot of Thai to understand.